Good morning, everyone. In today's session, we will be looking into the principles of business ethics and essential elements of business ethics. So, till now, we were seeing what is business ethics, what are the objectives and scope of business ethics. So, there are basically 10 principles of business ethics. These principles were developed by known authorities like Kant, J.S. Mill, Herbert Spencer, Plato, Thomas Garrett, uh, Woodard, Wilson, etc. So they worked on ethics and they came up with these principles. The first principle of business ethics is sacredness of means and ends. That means the means and the techniques adopted to serve the business ends must be sacred and pure. Just the end is not important. The equal weightage should be given by the means by which we are attaining that goals or that ends. So that is the first principle, sacredness of means and end, or rightness of the way in which we are doing the business in order to get the end result. So both your motive as well as the path should be right or it should be sacred. The second one, not to do any evil. It indicates that it is unethical to do a major evil to another or to oneself, whether this evil is a means or an end. That means whatever you do in the business activities, it should not create any problem for yourself or to the others in an ethical manner. Third one, principle of proportionality. It suggests that one should make proper judgment before doing anything. Why this proper judgment should be done is because of your unplanning or unpreparedness, it should not make others suffer from any loss or risk. So first one was sacredness of means and ends. Second one, not to do any evil. Third one, principle of proportionality. It says that you should have proper judgment before doing anything so that others do not suffer from any loss or risk of evils by conduct of business. Fourth one, non-cooperation in evil. That means in any unethical means or ways which are being adopted in some way or the other in business situation, you as a person, as a individual, should not cooperate with anyone for doing evil activities. Fifth one, cooperation with others. A business should help others only in that condition when other deserves for help. Don't help everyone unneededly or unwantedly. When they require that time, if needed, you have to help. Next one, publicity. Anything that is being done or to be done should be brought to the knowledge of everyone. It will curb the opportunity to do unethical act. So whatever should be done in a business for the smooth working of business as well as to have a good ethical environment, that should be highlighted or made known to everyone so that everyone will abide with that and an ethical culture is being formed. Seventh one, equivalent price. That means your customers or the people who are buying your goods are entitled to get goods equivalent to the value of money. They should be given the goods or services for the amount of money or the value of money they have paid. Eighth one, universal values in the sense integrity, honesty, trustworthiness, love, fairness, justice. Based on all these values, your business should do its activities or conduct of business should be done on the basis of universal values. Ninth one, human dignity. As per this principle, man should not be treated as a factor of production and human dignity should be maintained. Okay. For any process or production, human beings or human resource is a factor, but it should not be treated as a factor. Why? Because human beings are people who need their dignity. So you have to make sure that you are respecting the position and the uh, and the character of the person. The last one, non-violence. If businessman hurts the interest and rights of the society, they exploit the customer by overlooking their interests. This is equivalent to violence and unethical practice. That means a business should be something which will take care of its stakeholders. Stakeholders in the sense their customers, their employees, their suppliers, creditors, all those people should be taken into account when planning for any changes or during the regular running of the business. So these are the principles: sacredness of means and ends, not to do evil, principle of proportionality, non cooperation and evils, cooperation with others, publicity, equal in price, universal value, human dignity, and non-violence. I hope it is clear with you. Next one. What are the essentials of business ethics? Okay. In order to ensure that an ethical environment is created within a business, these are the requirements which should be there in order to ensure that business ethics is applied. So, first one is code of conduct, second one based on moral and social values, third one give protection to social groups, fourth one provides basic framework, fifth one voluntary, sixth requires education and guidance, seventh relative term, and eighth new concept. Code of conduct, it tells what to do and what not to do for the welfare of the society. All businesses will have their own code of conduct which is being uh, formed based on the purpose of the business and the values which the company have. Okay, which the values which they give importance to. Second one, based on moral and social values. It contains moral and social principles for doing business. It includes self control, consumer protection and welfare, service to society, fair treatment to social group, and to not exploit others. So, there are moral as well as social values associated with business ethics. Third one, give protection to social group. Which are the social groups which are there in business? Consumers, employees, small businessmen who are doing their business with you, government, shareholders, creditors, all those people are the different social groups which are there in a or associated with a business. So give protection to the social groups, and these stakeholders should be taken care when you are taking up some policies or new regulations in the company. Fourth one, provides basic framework. It gives the social, cultural, economic, legal, and other limits of business. Business must be conducted based on all these factors. So basically, all the external environment things like in what we say as pest should be taken care. Next one, voluntary. Business ethics must be voluntary. The businessman must accept business ethics on their own. It cannot be forced. It is a self discipline. It must not be forced by law. Sixth one, requires education and guidance. Proper education and guidance should be there before introducing business ethics, and people should be motivated to use business ethics, and they must be informed about the advantages of using business ethics. Seventh one, relative term. That means it changes from one business to another. It also changes from country to another. Why? Because as told, ethics is based on many of the culture and values which is persistent in a society. So the culture which is, or the values which we give importance in the country will have an impact on the business ethics which is followed in this country, which may not be same in case of other countries. uh, like I told, religion as well as the societal norms which exist within a particular region and the time has an influence on ethics. The last one, new concept. It is a newer concept. Business ethics is very new. It is strictly followed only in developed countries, and in developing countries, they are developing on the implementations of business ethics. So basically, in today's class, we have seen what are the principles of business ethics and essential elements of business ethics. Thank you.